23 minutes gone past the hour of 6. A very good morning to you. Thank you for starting your day with 92.3 Nigeria Info, your number one talk radio station. And as you already know, this is the Morning Crossfire, and I am Kaladakoru Batubo. As we usually would start with the newspaper review, and in a couple of minutes I will be going in for commercial. So I'm going to quickly start with the in-house bulletin this morning, as read not so long ago. The Super Eagles. All right. The Super Eagles crashed out of the 2026 FIFA World Cup yesterday after a draw with DR Congo, going into penalties and losing the penalty shootout. Reactions trailed PDP's expulsion of Wike, Fayose, Anyanwu, and others. SDP chieftain speaks on governance in Rivers State 2 months after emergency rule, and police arrest secondary school students over an alleged planned court attack. When we do return from the other side of the break, we'll take a look at the Punch, the Vanguard, and many other front pages this morning. Once again, this stage, and I'll be right back.
Start your day with information.
And have your say on the newspaper review on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Kaladakoru Batubo in the studio, 93.3 Nigeria Info, the frequency, and it is time for the newspaper review. Welcome. Before the break, I told you what was the headlines for our in-house bulletin, but now let's take a look at the Punch this morning. And on the Punch, I can see from the top news segment, PDP firestorm, Wike camp rejects expulsion as 4 states challenge Makinde. And this one says COP30 presidency Obi clash over 423-man Nigeria delegation. This one says FG scholars abroad stage protest over unpaid allowances. Obaseki failed Edo Oshomole replies PDP. And once again, DR Congo and Nigeria's 2026 World Cup dream. Now, other stories. Dangote refutes claim of bike-based fuel distribution service. Lagos driver flees with employer's car 4 days after resumption. Nearly $3 billion spent on Eurobond debt servicing under Tinubu. Alleged Christian genocide. U.S. Congress begins full-scale probe into Nigeria's killings. And Pope Leo names Nigeria among countries witnessing Christian persecution. Now let's quickly take a look at the Vanguard this morning. What is the Vanguard saying? Looking at the biggest story therein, manufacturers shun bank loans over high interest rates. Electricity workers threaten nationwide shutdown. Convention of controversies. How Turaki emerged as PDP national chairman. Yerima allegedly trailed in Abuja. You remember Yerima, right? The lieutenant who had a run-in with the FCT minister. And this one says, Ondo SDP governorship candidate was murdered. Autopsy report. Baba Ijesha not cleared by appeal court. Lagos AG. Herdsmen bandits kill 3 in Benue. And let's see, did I miss out on anyone? Electricity workers threaten nationwide shutdown. Border governance, NRS, IOM deepen strategic collaboration. Now, let's take a look at the Daily Trust this morning. Let's take a look at the Daily Trust this morning and see what the headlines are saying. But remember, you can start dropping your messages via WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. And we're live on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH, live on YouTube at Nigeria Info PH as well. And we're very much active on X at Nigeria Info PH. And Daily Trust has got the big headline, bandits kill 3, abduct 64 in Zamfara. And Zamfara approves rehabilitation of rural water facilities. And coalition will consider all options for 2027 PDP chairman. Doctor strike enters 17th day as NAD, that is the National Association of Resident Doctors, insists on demands. All right, I'm going to the phone lines now so I can take as many calls as possible. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. I am Kaladakoru Batubo. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Morning Crossfire is currently on, and we're having the segment, the newspaper review, and I would love to get your thoughts on some of the stories making the headlines this morning. I do have a call screen. A call screen is screening the call right now. Remember to drop your name, your location, and I will take your opinion. I've got Chima, and Chima is calling from Rumukuta. Chima, good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
The problem of PDP now, I keep on saying that it is on the crossroad. a party that doesn't know where it is standing as it stands now, as in like happening contemporary. The problem of PDP is like, let me say, it's a donkey. We don't know whether it is black that has a white stripe or a white that has a black.
Why are you saying this? Remember, you're on timer. Why are you saying this?
Yeah,
What's your reason?
What I'm saying is that the PDP now is in two sections. And one section that is impious, that refused to adhere to court rule, is suspending my leader or expelling. Meanwhile, we know all things start from the word. Before you expel or suspend, it must come from your word. Then the issue of Yerima training, my brother Canada, I don't know why we want to put Nigeria into a precarious situation, whereby a soldier will stand so more senior against somebody that we know is a high-ranking officer of a democratic government. Meanwhile, we keep on hearing the issue of kidnapping and genocide by terrorists. This soldier who have not heard him done anything about it.
All right, Chima, thank you. Thank you. I've got to move on. Your time is up. Tempo from Eche, go straight to the point. You've got 60 seconds. All right, I missed Temple's call. Temple, do call back if you can. While I'm waiting for your calls, I'm going to read some messages. Good morning. I expected PDP to do what they did some years back, but I don't know whether these expulsions will hold any water because I see PDP now as a sinking ship. Well, that's what Weekend Islands are trying to do for a long time. Comrade Ikere Henry from Oigbo. And this says, good morning, Kalada. The embarrassing crash out of Nigeria Super Eagles from the World Cup qualification is so painful. Honestly, watching Super Eagles matches is like waiting to take intravenous injection from a known village quack nurse. The present Super Eagles squad should be disbanded to make way for a fresh team. Thank you. Emil Commander JP from Okpata Kingdom in Ekpe land. But Letten Barry is calling from Bori. Letten Barry, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Your time starts now. Let's get your thoughts. Which of the stories piqued your interest this morning?
Let me look at Super Eagles crashing out of World Cup.
Okay.
I think I got that sign last night, and I couldn't watch that match to the end.
Okay.
When I saw the way the players were going about the whole thing, I just moved out of the place, and I concluded with fans that were seated that Nigeria would lose it. And I left the place, and that is the result I got later. So I think Nigerians need to go all out, looking for players, searching for players like it was in the days of, is it US what? When Nigeria defeated the Messis and all the rest. I think we need to go back to those days, the Okocha and the Kanus and all that. Then secondly, Rivers State PDP reject the factional national convention that were held. I think, yes, they are correct in rejecting that, because to me it looks as if they are constituting nuisance, because I don't see any fact in what they are doing, because it goes no water. There was a court order to that effect, and they still go on. You can Canada.
They are conflicting. They are conflicting court orders, I should mention. But Letten Barry, I do not have enough time, so I would have to stop you at this point. But thank you very much for your thoughts. Obina from Port Harcourt. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, I missed that call. Please do call back if you can. But while I'm waiting for the calls to come in, I'm going to take some more messages. It says, good morning, Nigeria Info. I want to react to your news this morning that PDP expelled Wike, Samuel Ayamu, and others. It is a welcome development and is long overdue since they should have done the needful thing. This is from Indus Bumabo from Degema Consulate. Now, on Facebook, Stephen Igbeki says, he's texting from Arjib on the suspension of Wike and the others. My talk on Wike, especially, it is long overdue. The man's excesses are too much. How can you be in one party, destroying your own party, and be destroying others just to satisfy your political interests? For President Donald Trump, please, you should have. Okay, I'm going to skip that. Super Eagles need total reformation because we can't have world-class players without qualifying for World Cup. And then you went ahead and said PDP expect Wike and others. By now, the leadership of the party should understand that Wike is beyond this cheap expulsion. Wayanwu Obioma Noble from Igbodo HA. But let's go back now to the phone lines. Remember, you've got 1 minute 30 seconds. So quickly, straight to the point. Abenoye from Abua, welcome.
Good morning, Canada.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I want to look at road safety.
Okay.
The issue of checking drivers.
Yeah, sachet alcohol. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes, intake. I think is very necessary.
Okay.
Because most drivers have the philosophy that each time they take alcohol, that's when they see well. But I wonder.
I shine.
Yes, when you are acting under the influence of drugs, it becomes difficult. But the point is that the issue of accidents, most times we talk about them per month. It's a human construction, and there is no demon attached to it. But above that, I know that road safety, there's no way you can remove good roads. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the governor for considering the Ahoda Abua road to be gazetted.
All right.
But I am afraid, because of the fluidity of this social setting, that by 2026, we are told that the budget will capture Abua Udua Road and also the Abandele Road, so that Abua will move out of that closed status. Also, the issue of cultism in secondary schools, I think, is something that we need to look at.
All right. I will look at it, Abinoye, but I would have to stop you at this point. Thank you for your thoughts. JJ from Rumigbo. JJ, good morning.
Yes. Kalada, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Kalada, I don't know if you have seen where these oil workers will call off strike, and at the end of the day, when they call off the strike, some production will drop. I think that's exactly what's happening in River State right now.
Okay.
When what they call the force majeure, I don't know if you have heard that word before, and everything just stopped to take some time before production will kick off.
Is that really what the problem is, JJ, or is it everybody is just being careful because they are afraid their actions could spark another controversy in River State?
I've refused to open, so production is just going slowly for now.
Okay.
That's my own take.
Okay.
Then that said, FROSC, that's the Federal Road Safety, saying that they support the ban on sachet alcohol and all those put together. I think I go with them. But our people also say something that if the basket is not ashamed, that the person that carry the basket should be ashamed. Canada, imagine you do 3 years license, driver's license, and for 1 year you will not get that license. So who will pay for that 1 year with the thing in their hand? You go to the bank, your ATM card that you can use all over the world will expire. You stand there and get it. You pay 15 to 25,000 naira for one plastic that you cannot even use anywhere, and you can't get it for over 1 year. What a shame.
All right.
So for me as a person, I think they should just speed up their game, not about supporting banks.
JJ, thank you.
Do what is supposed to be under their nose. It's
All right.
a shame to ask around.
It's a shame you say. I've got to move on, JJ. Thank you. Aiba from Rumudara. Aiba, good morning. Welcome on the show.
Thank you, my brother Kalada.
Yeah, welcome.
Aiba Gospel.
I already know that. Straight to the point, please.
Kalada. Super Eagles crashed out of the hope of going to World Cup. It's very unfortunate. Like, even during the match, Kalada, when we were watching them, we saw people that were not serious. We saw people that I don't know where they learned that approach from. That you cannot be purposeful, you cannot be aggressive, you cannot be intentional, knowing that the match you have played is very critical and the hope of your nation is hanging on it. It's very unfortunate. They have played well and they are qualified.
All right.
But it's very painful, Canada.
They're yet to qualify, by the way. They still have to go for the intercontinental tournament.
They qualified from the Africa stage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Then finally, Canada, PDP said they have suspended the Wiki and others. Canada, when can we start obeying court orders in this country? There is a court order saying that you should not hold your
But I hear there's also a court order saying you can go ahead you can go ahead with it.
Canada, who can write for the commission to be heard? Is the party secretary.
for Christ's sake.
So that's still in contention. We are not lawyers. We are not the court. We would allow the court, once again, conflicting orders. You know how it is. We allow the court. But thank you very much, Ayiba. I've got to move on. Really, I do have to. And this is as it is unfortunate Nigeria wouldn't be at the 2026 World Cup. We should plan well and on time for the next tournament. We didn't start by being serious from the beginning. Just sees Ori from Omudioga. Now let's listen to Emeka calling from Elele. Emeka, good morning. Welcome. Straight to the point, please. Your time starts now.
Hello?
I can hear you. Your time starts now. Go ahead, Emeka. I can hear you.
Yes, I want to correct you in the studio.
Okay.
It's better we correct ourselves.
Okay.
Making mistake to the public.
Okay.
You say there is conflicting court order. What of conflicting court order that you are talking about? Federal High Court and State High Court. Does they have the equal jurisdiction?
I'm not a lawyer. So Emeka, I'm not going to argue jurisdiction. Emeka. Oh goodness me! I'm not a lawyer. I am not going to argue that with you. Thank you very much. Moving on. Stanley from Elele, welcome on the show.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yes, let me look at the issue going on in PDP.
Okay.
Canada, as it stands today, we don't have a national chairman.
Okay.
And we don't have national executives.
Okay.
We all played that in Oyo State over the weekend. We will not hold water.
Okay.
It's obvious Makinde wants to destroy the party. We will help him.
Why do you say so? Why do you say he wants to destroy the party?
It's obvious now. You just wake up one day and say you've expelled Chief D and Wike. Who does that?
But do you think that argument does not hold water? Did he perform anti-party activities or not?
He did not.
Okay.
And Canada, let me also remind you, you are aware, it was in your news that INEC didn't observe that.
Of course, yeah. INEC wasn't there, yeah.
There's no way you conduct a national convention without INEC coming to observe.
That's a point.
INEC won't recognize them. So as stands today, we don't have a national executive.
All right.
So I'm telling you this morning that we will help them.
Okay.
Very PDP.
Sally, thank you very much. Okay. Babake from D-Line. Babake, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yes, good morning, Kalanda.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, first, I want to correct an impression.
Oh, interesting.
He was not suspended. He was
expelled. Yeah, expelled. Sorry, I think some people are using that word interchangeably, so sorry about that. Go ahead, expelled, yeah.
That is number one. Then number two, if we talk about somebody obeying court order, Wike has never obeyed it.
That's an accusation. That's not entirely true. So
because those court orders that were given not to demolish people's building at Abuja there, he disobeyed them, he flouted them, and demolished people's building.
Okay.
So that is number two. Then number three, it is long overdue for PDP to have taken the action they did. Because one man who was built by PDP cannot destroy the same party that built him up.
Okay.
Without the PDP, he wouldn't have been local government chairman. Without PDP, he wouldn't have been state government state governor. Without PDP, he wouldn't have been a minister.
Babake, quickly, because we don't have time. Babake, listen. Okay. Babake, can you hear me?
So it's long overdue.
Some people argue INEC wasn't there. There were court orders, once again conflicting, like I would say. But, there was the court order supporting or, kicking against the convention. So some people are saying the convention, it's not legal. What do you say about that?
It is legal because the court jurisdiction, that is the one that gave order from Oyo State and the one that gave order from Abuja, they have the same coordinate jurisdiction. So let the matter proceed to appeal court.
Okay. All right.
The Supreme Court has said that the party matter is an internal affair. So court have no authority. So
you'll be shocked.
Who should govern the
you will be shocked. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Lawyers will come into the studio eventually to discuss all of this. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to dabble into which court has what jurisdiction. I'm just going to report it as it is. And I'm telling you, one court said yes, another court said no. And that is what it is, right? But let's not move on to this one. This one says it is indeed disheartening to see how the almighty PDP, a party that was once the biggest party in Africa, being reduced to nothing by Damagum. Too bad. Christian William from Igbo, please, sir. Okay, I'm going to reach out to you. This one is different. This one says, good morning, Kalada. A big congratulations to Super Eagles and Nigerians. We're doing very well in all areas. This one says, good morning. I think Stephen Ibikis have read your message via Facebook, so I'm going to skip that one. This one says, good morning. From the beginning, I knew Super Eagles wouldn't meet up with Congo at all, although they tried, but nearly cannot kill a bird. From Monday, David Dumale. And this one says, good morning, Canada. FCT minister spell from PDP, or expelled, I think he meant to say, is a good one. Ejima from Army Range. So many messages via WhatsApp, but let's now take a look at Facebook. And Emmanuel Silvanus Opona Viobo says, the irony and audacity of a Wiki fanboy calling already to say that Makinde wants to destroy PDP. And you use the laughing emoji. Ogo Jonah Justice says PDP dissolved Rivers, and that's Esco, I think he meant to say, and Fubara didn't attend the convention. This spells doom for him. We are glad Wiki was suspended. And Silvanus Oponavio comes back and says it is time for Governor Fubara to realize that his honeymoon period is over. It is not enough to commission one project in 2 months. Rivers people need jobs. Floods are rampaging. After 6 months of lull, if Fubara cannot expedite governance, it should leave the place. No more sympathy governance. And Lush Wealth Obasan says, thank God Nigeria lost because they didn't play well. Congratulations to DRC. I wonder what your nationality is, because if some Nigerians were to catch you, you know the drill. But this one says, good morning, Canada. Wike can't reject PDP convention. It was expected. I'm not surprised. They should go to court. Skillful Perot from HA. And then you said 3 killed, 17 abducted in Benue State. Sad one. Our security agencies should sit up and meet up their duties. Thank you very much, Skillful Perot. Commercial break, and after that, the business news.